just wanted to give you a heads up that we have class, not next week, not the 26th, but we do have class December 3rd, 10th, and 17th, and then our semester ends.
Okay, let me write this down because I've been sending out reminders.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so day after Thanksgiving, no.
Correct.
December.
So, but we will meet December 3rd, 10th, and 17th, the 3 first Fridays in December.
Okay.
Is Thanksgiving next weekend?
Thanksgiving is third this coming Thursday. And don't worry, when we do our Makom B'Yachad Thanksgiving, we will include our Canadian sisters. Because you have Thanksgiving too, but at a different time.
We've had it already.
Yours is done.
Yeah.
But we're not dealing with like anything having to do with Native Americans, any of that. We're keeping it neutral. So more of Jewish Thanksgiving.
Good.
I love that. I can't remember what year it was, but it was and I always did Thanksgiving for my family, but we had Thanksgivnica where I served potato latkes. It was crazy.
Well, Hanukkah's coming really early this year.
It is really early. It's time to have latkes.
Yep.
Debbie, is there a follow-up class to this class? Has anything been arranged?
No, I don't know that they were going to go past intermediate. So not that I'm aware of.
So if anybody here would like, I've been running since Robin missed a class at Beginner Hebrew. I've been running a practice session, voluntary, on Tuesdays at 1:00. And we get together, we review prayers, whatever people want to go over, and I would be more than happy to continue doing it if anybody's interested in doing it. But it's kind of it's a private class, and we're just basically, I use my own Zoom account and we review prayers and we'll practice together. So if anybody's interested in continuing that, I'd be more than happy to do it, because as I've booked my bat mitzvah for 2023, I need to continue practicing as much as possible.
Helene, are you in the Women's League bat mitzvah class? No, this is on your own.
I went to the rabbi. I had talked about it. I sat down with the rabbi. I have my Haftorah portion. It's only one page. It's my Hebrew birthday. So it's August 26, 2023. And I said to the rabbi, did you give me a short Haftorah because I'm a beginner? He said, no, it's the Haftorah. It's only one page in large letters. So I was very
You lucked out. So
I lucked out. And I told him I don't have to sing. I'm not singing anything because
you just reading it?
I'm going to actually be studying. We have somebody who teaches trope. So I'll be doing classes with him to learn trope. And then
that's singing?
Yeah, that is singing. But as far as
chanting.
Yeah, I'm not chanting, but Friday night when we have any of the Bat Mitzvah students on Friday night, they lead services and do all the Psalms. And I don't want to do that to my friends. I don't want to do it.
Well, mazel tov to you. That's amazing. And my mom had an adult bat mitzvah because at the time that she came to the United States, they belonged to more of an Orthodox shul, and my grandfather would have nothing to do with it. So I just think it's amazing, and how much more it means as an adult when it's something that you've chosen to do, not what your parents have said you'll do.
One of our vice presidents, Elise Leonard, she was raised in an Orthodox household, but of course never had she became bat mitzvah at 52, and she really learned as an adult and became bat mitzvah at the age of 52. So, I like the idea of doing it on my own as opposed to a group, although I've said to people, maybe I can get Robin to do it with me because we're in the same synagogue. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm so grateful. And I actually call out to Women's League when I become installed as the sisterhood president in January, because we do it on a calendar year, because this has been incredible. I've tried to learn Hebrew twice before. I have books. I did it online. Nothing. This has been such a gift to us. I will always be grateful, and I call out Women's League in my speech, because this has been a wonderful thing, because like many women of our generation, right, did make a difference, particularly in cities, okay? I know people in suburban communities who did become a bat mitzvah at 12 on a Friday night, okay? But I know in New York City, Robin, I think you agree with me, I don't know anybody in New York City proper who had Hebrew education as a young woman. So this is a big gift that Women's League has given to us.
Well, look how far you all have come. It's amazing. Well,
Well,
so
I grew up outside of New York City, but there were girls I knew who had bat mitzvahs, and some I went to. They were part of the Hebrew school.
And we didn't have anything.
I
Okay,
was conservative.
I grew up in Santa Barbara, and I'm sorry I came in late. And I had my bat mitzvah when I was 71. And you
Good
know
for
what?
you.
I didn't learn as much then as I'm learning now. I've taken so many classes over the years, but this one, it just is clicking much better. Thank you, Debbie. And thank you, all of you.
Well, it makes
Thank
a
you all
big
for
difference when
being
you
here.
want to learn, as opposed to
Maybe,
when you're
but
kind of
you're an
forced
amazing
into it.
teacher.
well, thank you. I'm not going to be able to teach next semester because we're traveling and I just, don't want to have to try to be on the computer on Fridays at noon when we're going to be away. So maybe
traveling
again.
outside the country or in the country?
In the country, but we're going to
Okay.
Florida for over 2 weeks, 2 different months. So I said, I don't want to be tied down. I'll still come on for Makom B'Yachad when I can. It's Lori's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Ah.
Happy birthday, Lori. 29 again, huh?
Yes, thank you.
We should learn to say happy birthday in Hebrew.
You
And my
don't know how to
family,
do that?
Yom
Well, let's do it
Sameach.
right now. The words are Yom,
Yom,
day, Huledet,
Huledet,
birth, Sameach,
Sameach.
happy. And you only sing the happy birthday tune in Israel to the words of the English happy birthday. But I teach it to my kids because they do a tune that goes, I only know the first part. Yom, yom, huledet, yom, yom, huledet, yom, yom, huledet, yom, huledet sameach. And then there's more. But most Americans will just sing it with the happy birthday tune. So let's sing to Lori.
Yeah.
Yom huledet sameach. Yom huledet sameach. Yom huledet sameach. Yom huledet sameach.
Thank
See,
you.
I
And
learned
many
something
more.
not on the curriculum.
And many more.
Thank you very much.
So last week we started Birkat Hamazon, and I didn't have any background information for you, but I went and found some. So it is mandated that we do Birkat Hamazon, where there's a meal that includes at least a kazait, an olive-sized piece of bread, since according to Jewish law, eating bread officially constitutes a meal. Reciting the blessing after the meal is a mitzvah that's actually written in the Torah. Deuteronomy 8:10 states, and you shall eat and be satisfied and bless Adonai your God for the good land which God has given you. Before we say Birkat Hamazon, many people recite a psalm recalling the destruction of the temple. So that's what we did, I believe, last week. I'm not sure. I have to see what our
That's Psalm 126.
Yeah, on Shabbat and festivals, Psalm 126 is sung, recalling God's promise to return the people of Israel to its homeland. That's what we did last week.
Right.
So what the Birkat we're learning is really more the Shabbat one. On other days, Psalm 137, which mourns for the Jewish people during the Babylonian exile, is sometimes recited. There are 4 main blessings that were written down in the Talmud tractate Berachot. The first is the food. A blessing of thanks for the food was traditionally composed by Moses in gratitude for the manna which the Jews ate in the wilderness during the exodus from Egypt. The second blessing offers thanks for the land of Israel and is attributed to Joshua after he led the Jewish people into Israel. The third is Jerusalem. Concerning Jerusalem, it's ascribed to David, who established it as the capital of Israel, and Solomon, who built the temple in Jerusalem. And the fourth is God's goodness, a blessing of thanks for God's goodness, written by Rabbi Gamliel in Yavna. The obligation is to recite this blessing is generally regarded as a rabbinic obligation. Rabbi Abraham Isaac Cook described the order of these four blessings as a ladder of prayer, as we raise our sights and aspirations. The first one refers to personal needs, the food. The second, physical needs, the land. Physical needs of the nation, the land of Israel. The third, the nation's spiritual aspirations, Jerusalem and the temple. And the fourth blessing, our ultimate aspiration to be a light onto the nations. So I thought that was an interesting background. So I'm going to go ahead and share in just a second, and we'll look again at last week, what we said. Give me a minute to get set up here.
I have one of those.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there'll be plenty of this kind of stuff next week. I don't recall, I think I made it, it was hard to, well, I'll go ahead and play. And if you find that I need to make it bigger, I will. So here is Psalm 126. So this tells us that this is the Shabbat version. So why don't we go ahead and have somebody reread this, just so we're kind of back in the mindset. So how about, since we've already done this, how about we do two different people, somebody read up through Ayla, right here, Ayla, and then somebody else read to the end. Anybody want to review it for us? Thanks, Elaine.
I wasn't here last week, so it's going to be a little rusty, but I'll try it.
All right, so how about Elaine do the first part, and Artis, you'll pick up here the last word on the third line.
Shir Hamalot Beshuv Adonai et Shiva Sion Hayinu Komim.
Well, the kaf has its own sound because the shva breaks the syllable right there.
Kaomim.
It's actually a chet, kecholmim.
Kachomim. Az Yimalat. I should get the whole word at one time. Yimale Saok Pinu Ushonenu Rina Az Yamru Bag Oyim Higdial Adonai La Asot Im Ela.
Nice job, Elaine. Thank you. Artis?
Higdal,
Careful,
Adonai,
check the vowel under Dalid.
Higdil,
There you go.
Higdil, Adonai, La Sot, I'm sorry, Imanu, Hayanu, Sameh him, Shuva Adonai et Shavitenu, Ha'afipim.
Hold on. Check that word again. Try one more time.
Pim.
Kahafikim. That's a
Keen,
kuf.
I'm sorry, Keen.
That's okay.
Keen. Banegev. Okay, more?
Yep, keep going.
Oh. Hazorim, let's see, Badim Barina, I'm sorry, Yok,
Look at the vowel under yud.
Eek, Eek, Ikoru,
Yeek. And this Sadi has its own sound.
Eek Zoru,
There you go.
okay, Haloch, Imlach,
Look at that again.
Yelich,
Yep.
Yelich, Uvkoch, no, say,
Uvacho.
I'm sorry, Uvacho, no, say, Meshech has, I'm having trouble reading it, Hazor, Huzora, Vo, Yavo. Barina, Ose Elumotav.
Nice job.
Very good.
Nice job.
Thank you.
So this is the part that everybody sings together. And then we start with the leader and congregation. Any questions on this part? Anybody feel a burning desire to try it again? Okay, I see. Maureen, yep, you weren't here last week, right? Would you like to read?
No, I had a question first on the
Sure.
third line, the first word.
Yeah,
The shva, because is it Yom Ru or is it Yom Miru?
technically it's Yomeru because the mem is a syllable creator. Sorry, the shva creates the syllable. So it's yo, because there's no other vowels there. Yomeru.
Okay.
But when you're singing it, Az Yom, we don't say Az Yomeru, we just say Az Yomru. So again, we're not getting into the minutia. I know so many of us want to know exactly the right way, but good question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Debbie, is it because you have the yud with a vowel and then it's followed by an aleph, which is it's a consonant. So there's no vowel that's associated with the aleph. So that's why it would be pronounced, correct?
Right, because it
Okay.
is a, correct, I believe so. I've been working with the fourth graders on their shvas, reading Hebrew, and this would be a syllable. So the shva basically breaks the syllable. So this would be 3 syllables, Yomeru. Very confusing for someone who just grew up, just kind of getting it through osmosis. Anybody want to have a turn to read it, or shall we move on?
I wasn't here last week, so.
Well, then let's have you read it. Maureen, would you like to read as well? All right. So Gail, would you like to go up through Ayla? Or how about through Hig Deal all the way to the end of the 3rd line?
Okay. Shir Hamalot Bishuv Adonai et Shivat Sion Hayinu, I guess.
Yes.
Bechol
Check out that first letter.
I'm sorry, Kechol Mim.
Good job.
Kechol Mim, okay.
Actually, I'm going to question. It's Kecholamim.
Yeah.
Because the shva is first and it's going to break the syllable. Kecholamim. But again, Et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kecholamim. So it's a quick one.
Okay, so Kechol Mim. Yima Lay, Sichok, Pinu, Uv, okay, another shva here, but Ul, Ulshonenu.
Good job.
Okay, Rina as Yomiru, Vagoyim, Higdeal, Adonai, Sot, Im, Ele, Hagdeal.
Good. Same as the one
Or
before.
I'm sorry,
Deal.
Higdeal.
Good.
Adonai,
Maureen?
Adonai la asot, Imanu, Hayinu, Shemei Kim, Shova.
Check the vowel.
Oh,
Next to,
it's, Shuva. I see a dot above it too. That's
yeah,
why.
there was
It's in the
some writing up
printing,
there.
yeah.
Okay, Shuva Adonai et Shivitenu, Fikim, Negev. Is it down on top or in between?
That's on top, actually, this one.
Okay, Hazor Im. Okay.
I don't know what the dot in the middle is for, but I was told not to worry about it.
Okay, there's a lot of those.
Yes.
Bidima, Birina, Yik, Zoru, Haluch, Yelech.
Hold on, go back, look at that vowel again.
The second word or the third word?
Second word.
Ha, Loch.
There you go.
Thank you. Yelech, Uvacho, Nose, Meshech, Hazara, Bo, Yavo, Birina, Nose, Alumotab.
Nice job. All right. Anybody else? Lori? No, remind me. Yeah, you have
Linda.
Hadassah.
Oh,
Linda, thank you,
I'm
Linda.
sorry,
No.
I didn't rename. I hosted a meeting last night.
I'll do
No,
it.
I had you written down as being here, but just now I got the name wrong. Linda, would you
I'll
like
change
to
my
read?
name.
I'll read.
Yeah,
too.
I'll read.
Who was that? Was that you, Lori?
That was
No,
me.
Linda.
No,
Both of
Linda
them.
and Lori both, right?
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's let Lori go first since she's the birthday girl.
Okay. And meanwhile, I renamed. Sorry.
Not a problem.
1 second, sorry.
I want to know what she's making. I hear beeping, so I'm thinking she's cooking something. What are we having for Shabbat dinner, Lori?
Oh, that wasn't me cooking, trust me.
Oh,
Um,
what are you making, Maureen?
I'm making sweet potatoes, but it's for a cookie and then just eat sweet potatoes.
Ah, okay. All right, Lori, you're up.
Sheer, right there, sheer.
Yep.
Hama alot, Beshuv, Adonai, et Shivat, Sion, Ha, Yinu, Ki, Hol, Mim, Az, Yima, Le, Se, Chok, Pi, Nu, Ul, Show, Ne, Nu, Re, Na, Az, Yom, Ru, Vog, Yoyim, Boyim.
Try that
Start
one
over.
more time.
Vagoyim,
There you go.
Hig, Deal, Adonai, La As, Sot, Im, Elech, Hig, Deal, Adonai.
Great.
Stop.
Yep.
Okay. La Asot, Imanu, Hayinu, Samechim, Shuva, Adonai, et Shivitenu, Ka'afikim, Banegev, Hazorim, Bedima, Verena, Yitzoru, Haloch, Yelech, Uvacho, Nose, Meshech, Hazara, Bo Yavo, Verena, Nose, Alumotav.
Beautiful reading.
It's the second
Anybody
time
else?
We just did it.
I wasn't here last week.
All right.
Anybody else do it with me? Or I could do the whole thing if you want. Struggle for the whole
Anybody
thing.
else want to turn to practice? All right, Robin. Helene and
Yay,
Robin.
my partner in crime. Shir Hama'alot. Beshuv Adonai et Shivat. Shivat Zion Hayinu. Bechomim.
Check out that
Bechomim.
first letter.
Sorry about that. No tail
Not a
on
problem.
it. Kechomim. Az Yimale Sechok Pinu Ul Shonenu Urina Az Yomru Vagoim Higdil Adonai La'asot Im Eleh Higdil.
Great. Robin?
La'asot imano hayino semetim shuva Adonai et shavitenu ka'afikim ba'negev hazorim v'dim'a v'rina yitzoru haloch yelech uvacho nose meshech hazara bo yavo verina nose alumotav.
Wow. You guys are doing amazing. Because these are not words that many of them that we say, we hear regularly in prayers. Anybody else want to try their hand?
I have a question about the diphthong in the third line down, vagoyim. So is that if there's an O followed by a yud, it becomes like an oi sound?
Well, think about how you would
Goyim.
You can't really do goyim. It becomes oi.
Oi. Okay.
Oi. Oi. It's
As an
Hebrew.
oi.
As an oi. Terry, did you have something?
Yeah. Well, if someone wants to pair with me, I'd like to try.
All right. Who's going to be Sherry's helper?
I'll stay with her.
All right. Sherry and Corinne, or Terry and Corinne.
Okay. Shir Hamalo Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Su
There's a vowel under the sadi.
Z Yun
So close.
Z
Dots up above.
Z Yon
There you go.
Ha Nu Ka Hol Lamim
Great.
Oz, Ye, Malay, Malay, the Hawk, P, P-O, new,
Pinu.
Pinu. Ulo, Ulosh.
Just ool, those two together make Ula.
Oh,
Ula.
I have the paper in front of me on my lap, and I had my finger over the,
Oh.
the bottom of under that word. Oh, Ul, sure, vo, nenu,
Yeah, Ul Shonenu.
usho nenu, rena,
Great.
os, as, yomru, vagorim,
Vagoyim, so close.
vagoyim, hig, deal, Adonai, sot, im, elech, higadol, Adonai,
Hold on, go back, look at what's under the Dalid.
D,
Yep.
hag, hig, deal,
Good.
hig, deal, Adonai. Is that the end?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Good job, Terry.
Adonai, la asot, timanu,
What is that?
imanu,
Good.
hayinu, samechim, shuva, Adonai, et, shuva, chenu,
One more time.
shavi, chenu,
That's a Tav.
where? Oh,
Chevi.
tenu,
Good.
ke api, kim, va, negev, choryim,
Try that again.
choryim,
That's a under the hay, and that's a zayin, but the vowel's above it. It's a little tricky.
so chazoryim,
There you go. Got it.
kedima,
Look at the first letter.
ke,
It's got a little
But-
backside to it. There it is.
bekidimana,
It's
But-
bet and then dalid.
barina,
Bedima.
is that a da, not a ra?
It's a dalid. It's got a little hump on its back.
Oh, barana,
Bedima. It's a dalid.
bedina, yeah,
Bedima.
bedina,
No, that's a
Bedima.
mem.
He's on the last word and you're on the second to last.
Oh, I got it.
I'm
Sorry.
on the last word and I've been reading it and reading it.
I'm sorry. I thought we were on Bedima. Okay.
Berina, Iksoru, Chaloch, ילך ובכו נושא משך הזרע בו
Look what letter it is. Check its backside back here,
יבוא
but no dot.
יכו.
The vet.
Over. I keep mixing those up.
I know, it's so easy to do.
Verena nose al mo chayin.
Try it again.
Chayin.
Look at that again.
Al
Is separate because Lamed has its own vowel.
alu alo mo chayin.
That's
Time.
it. Alumotav.
Tav. Okay.
It looks like a short nun, final nun, but it's a vav. Good job.
Okay. You know what? It gets confusing sometimes.
It does. And you're under pressure because you're reading in front of people.
Yeah.
Because I bet you if you were to be reading it while someone else is, you probably wouldn't do what you do. It's just, it happens.
Mm.
Did anybody else want to read it? Well, how about if we sing it to get to the next page? I know some of you didn't have this tune. Did not get a chance to ask if there were other tunes out there. Does anybody know a different tune? All right, then we'll go with the one that most of us know. Shir Hama'alot Beshu Adonai Et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechol Emim Az Yemale Sechotinu Ushonenu Rina Az Yomru Bagoyim Hil Adonai Ele Hidil Adonai La'asot Imanu Semehim Shuva Adonai Et Sheinu Ka'afikim Ba'negev Azorim Be'ima Be'erina Midoru Haloch Yelech Uvacho Noseh Meshech Hazara Yavo Verina Noseh Alumota. Beautiful. And now we went over what it meant last week, but basically we are thanking God for and hoping that we will have our homeland. So somebody has written over these because I believe it was in the mail form, and so we've changed it to be inclusive. So instead of Rabotai, it's Haverai, but they don't have the Hebrew written there. So you can cheat and use the English. So what we'll do is we'll have somebody be the leader, somebody be the repeat people who respond, and then we'll flip, and then we'll take another two. So we'll do sets of two. So would someone be the leader? And we'll just do these 2 lines for now. So everybody gets a chance to do them. I need a leader and a responder.
Okay, I can do that, I think.
Artist, you'll be the leader, and who's going to be the responder?
I'll re-
Maureen? Miss Maureen, did you, you're unmuted, but I didn't hear you.
That's fine.
All right, so we'll start with Artist and Maureen.
Have a rain, it's crossed out. Do you want me to,
Just use the have rai in English.
okay. Have a rain, have a rain, never,
Yehi-
shame, Adonai,
Hold on.
Mivara.
Maureen is going to repeat,
Oh,
is
sorry.
respond to you, and then you'll flip.
Okay,
Yeshem Adonai Mivarach Me'ata Ve'ad Olam.
Great. Now, would you start, Maureen?
The same first line?
Yep.
Havare Nivarech.
And Artist?
Yehi, shame, Adonai, Mivarach, Miata, Viad, Olam.
Nice job. All right, we need another leader. Anybody want to do the
I'll
first?
do it.
Okay,
I'll do
Helene, and a responder, second responder, Terry.
Okay. Havare Nivarech.
Terry, you're up.
Oh, okay. Yehi.
Mhm.
Shem, Adonai, me, Vorek,
Mivorach.
from me, Vorek, me, Meata, Ve'ad, Ulam,
Oh,
Ulam,
Olam. Olam.
Olam.
Great. And now will you start with Have Rai at the top?
Haverai Nevarek.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mivara Me'ata Va'ad Olam.
Nice. We need another leader.
All right, I'll do it.
All right, Corinne and Robin.
Havarai Nevarech.
Robin, you're up.
Oh, I start, can you hear me? Yehi Shem Adonai Mivarach Me'ata Va'ad Olam.
Super. Will you start the top?
Oh, Havarai Nevarech.
In Ich, what is that? I can't see it. Ich,
It's Yud, Hey, Yud with the E.
He,
Yehi.
Yehi, Shem
Yep.
Adonai, Mevorach, Me'ata, Va'ad Olam.
Nice job. We need another leader.
I'll do it.
Gail, and who will be Gail's responder? Lori.
Havarai Nivarech.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorach Me'ata Va'ad Olam. Havare Navarach.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mivarach Me'ata Va'ad Olam.
Beautiful. Another leader.
I'll do it.
Linda and Elaine.
Havarai Nevarech.
Yahi Shem Adonai Mavorach Mi'ata Ve'ad Olam. Havarei Navarech.
Yehi Shem, should I keep going?
Yep.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mivorech Me'ata Viad Olam.
Beautiful. Anybody else want to take a turn as leader? Or responder? Okay, we'll move on to the next part. And so what the leader is doing is inviting, so you have to, you see at the top, you have to have 3 or more adults eating together. The leader formally invites others to join in the blessing. When there's 10 or more, you add in the Eloheinus. So it's like, hey, do you want to pray with me? And they say, sure, I'll pray with you. So let's continue. We need another leader and another response. Why don't we do it this way? We'll have 2 people do leader, respond to the end, and then flip it. Would someone like to be a leader for this second half of the page?
I'll do it again.
Okay, Linda, who would like to partner with Linda?
I'll do it.
Okay, Artis.
Okay. Birshut Rabotai Nivarech Eloheinu Say Al Khan.
I'm not sure where you are. Hold on a minute. Where are you, Linda?
I was continuing from where we left off before.
Okay.
Is that not correct? In the middle section where it said the leader continues.
Yes, I'm sorry. Can you start again? I was. Okay.
Birshut Rabotai.
Can you do the line above it?
Oh, okay. Yehi Shem Adonai Mivorech Me'ata Ve'ad Olam. Birshut Rabotai Nivarech Eloheinu She'achal oh boy. Achalinu Mi Shelu.
Good job. It's actually
Mishelo.
Yep, you got it.
Mishelo.
An artist?
I'm sorry, I lost my place.
So,
Yehi Shem.
She just read the 2 lines in the middle that says the leader continues.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Others respond.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mavarach Me'ata Vi'ad Olam. Barshut Barshut Ravotai Raotai, excuse me. Vana, I'm sorry, Navrech Sha'achalenu Mishelu. Lo.
Good. All right. So could we have another person to read? The leader continues and then the others respond. Those 2 together. Sandy, do you want to start? And we need someone to respond to Sandy. Robin, and then you can flip-flop.
Debbie?
Yes.
On the second line, I have, the Women's League trifold.
Yep.
In front of me, and it looks like, because I looked at this, before class, it looks like on the second line there, those last 2 words, things got cut off. Because if you look down at the next line, I think it's repeating.
Oh, she'achal. So it's she'achalnu. There's no, it's not that a second dot got cut off at the bottom under the lamed. Second,
and the next
second
one
word
should be, I think, the shagul, the meat.
They all do but it's
Shalom.
she'achalnu. So there's
And the
no
next word is, I think, is mishalo. Instead of the A, it's the F.
Mishelo, right? So it's she'achalnu. There's no little dot there to make it E. She'achalnu and mishelo, not mishelo, but mishelo. Thank you. This is how I received it, so I didn't double check it. Sandy, did you want to do the leader part?
Yeah, I can.
And then would somebody be Sandy's responder below with Baruch
I
She'al
thought
Chanu?
it was-
Robin?
Yeah, I think I was doing that.
Okay,
Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorak Me'atah V'ad Olam Birshut Rabotai Nevarek Eloheinu Sha'akalnu Mishalo.
and then Robin, you respond below that.
Baruch Eloheinu she'alkalnu mishelo tuvo chayinu.
Nice. Now, Robin, would you do the part that Sandy did? You guys can switch.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorach Me'atah V'ad Olam. Birshut Rabotai Nevarech Eloheinu She'alkalnu Mishelo.
Great. And Sandy?
Baruch Eloheinu Sha'akalnu Mishalo Utuvo Chayenu.
Good job.
Debbie, when do we say the Eloheinu, the parentheses?
If there
and when
are
do we-
10 or more people present at the table or
Okay.
tables. Doesn't have to be at one table.
Okay, thank you.
Nice job. Can we have anybody else would like to be leader responder? Maureen, would you lead? And we need a responder for Maureen. Elaine?
Yehi Shem Adonai Mivorach Me'atah V'ad Olam Birshut Rabotai Nivarech Eloheinu She'akalinu Mishelo.
Baruch Eloheinu she'achalnu mishlo uvtovo hayinu.
Good job. Now, will you flip flop?
Yahi Shem Adonai Bavara Me'atah Ve'ad Olam Birshu Vabotai Navare Eloheinu She'achalnu Mishlo.
Baruch Eloheinu She'akalnu Mishelo Uvtuvo Hayinu.
Super. Do we have two more? Another partner set who would like to try it?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Helene, does somebody want to join Helene? Terry, is that your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorach Me'atah V'ad Olam Bershut Rabotai it's my eyes, not the Nevarech Eloheinu She'acholnu Mishelo.
Baruch Eloheinu Kalnu.
It's chalnu. It's hard. It's a chet, misha chalnu.
Misha Chalnu Mishlo.
There you go. It's a
Tuva,
It's an ooh at the beginning.
U, V, Tuva, Tuvo,
Good.
Hi, Vo, Boo,
Careful, it's a nun.
oh. Hi, New,
Nice job. You went flip flop.
Ihe,
What is that again?
Yeah, he, Shem, Adonai, Mavo, Rock, May, O, Ta, Ba'ad, Olam, Beer, Shoot, Beer, Shoot, Rab, Bow, Tie, No, Va, Rech, Eloheinu, Eloheinu, She, Valinu,
It's sha'ach. It says a chet. A haf.
Oh.
She'achalnu.
She'ahalnu, Mishelo,
Nice job.
Baruch Eloheinu she'achalnu mishalo tuvo hayinu.
Good job. We are at 2:30, so we're going to stop us here. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that probably what we should have done this week was the Hanukkah blessings. But when I see you next time, it will still be Hanukkah, I believe, and we will do
Yes.
the Hanukkah blessings and do Ma'otzor. So, oh, yummy butternut squash. Wow. So, nice job. I know it gets a little tedious with Birkat Hamazon, but at least when you hear it, you won't be like, what is that? And they're going so fast, which they do. They fly through it. So at least we're getting a chance to go through it. So when you experience it, if you haven't yet, you will have some background in it.